Well, this is my final day working with Savour Kilkenny online, and we're finishing this today with all our recipes. We're going to make two treats for you. The first is a trifle, and then we're going to do meringues with chocolate sauce, because I'm always conscious of the fact that there are people that are celiac and things like that in the house, and maybe if you did, you might just want to make something that's easy, that you don't have to spend an awful lot of work doing it. Okay, so for the start, we're actually going to make the trifle. Now you really need a nice bowl, sort of something big like this here. What I did was then, we made a Madeira mix out of 100 grams of saturated flour, 100 grams of sugar, 100 grams of margarine or butter, whichever you like, and 2 eggs. And we made that in about a 6-inch tin, which is about a 15-centimetre tin. So here is the sponge that we made. The next thing then, what we need is some really good jam. This is some raspberry jam we made earlier on in the year, so we're sticking it in there. So the jam is going in here. Oops. Okay. Get a good bit of jam into it, because you want to make sure that it's nice and jammy, I suppose is the word on the inside. We're going to use some raspberries as well for this here. So I'm going to put that down there, okay? I'm just keeping an eye on my milk here because I don't want it to overflow. So meanwhile, we're going to cut that up in just a few minutes. Leave the kitchen paper there. All over the place. So what we're going to do here is we have custard sugar, and I use a teaspoon of corn flour as well. I have 6 egg yolks here as well as this, and you can either put in a vanilla pod in there, or you can actually put in your natural vanilla extract. Now the extract is the extract from the bean, but the essence is a synthetic flavour homemade, just so that you can taste like vanilla when it's not really vanilla as such. So we're going to beat up this here. I'm just waiting on my milk to boil. It's just there now. At the same time, I can't take my eye off it, because if I do, it may end up actually boiling over me. So take that out of the way. This here. And then so here I have this little stem on this here, so I filled it in with some raspberries, and we're going to use some raspberries as well. Now, I am very much for using products that are in season in Ireland and things like that. But at Christmas is the one time I suppose I deviate, and I don't mind picking up strawberries or raspberries, where they're not the same as the Irish that we did, but at the same time, sure, if we want them, you have to get them and you have to sort of use them. So milk is just actually to the boil there now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour, you all put the hot into the bowl, go the other way around, put it there, and then you return the bowl back to the pot, and then the pot goes back on the cooker. So the pot goes back on the cooker, and I just keep stirring it until it thickens. It'll take a few minutes, but don't take your eye off it, because if you do, you don't want scrambled eggs. You actually want a lovely creamy custard that's really tasty. Now the sugar I put in was only about 1 ounce, because the thing is that with the sponge and with the raspberries and all that type of thing, with the raspberry jam, it will be actually enough for you. This is just to give it a stick in there, and that will take another minute or so, and then we're going to when you see it beginning to bubble just slightly on the bottom, you know it is. But as soon as it begins to bubble, you take it off straight away. Now, if it's you're not used to making homemade custard, my suggestion to you is have a bowl of cold water with ice in it, and just put the pot down. It will stop the cooking process. So, and it'll be much easier that way. So here we have it. Just there. Now, if you want to, we use milk, but you can use cream, or half cream and half milk, or all cream. I find all cream a little bit too heavy, but you can use half milk and half cream if you want to. We use it here. Now, using lovely free range eggs, which we have in Ireland here, and of course it does give it a much better colour with our trifles. And we will have trifles for sale at Christmas as well, so anybody is looking for one in the next few days, we do have some in Ireland, so make sure you ring us soon, because it's getting very close to the 22nd, and it's getting very, very close to Christmas Day, so there you are. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so what we're going to do then, I'll take this out of the way. I'm going to cut this in pieces here, but I'm just waiting on that to finish up a little bit. Now, if you don't want to do this, you can go and buy a Swiss roll inside in the supermarket, and you can use it as well. But I always find that you can eat the homemade cake in this, and especially in the deer one, that has much better. So we're going to put those around here. Yeah, and this is my lovely custard. See that there? Just going to smooth it so you can actually see. You see it there? It's lovely, lovely and thick. So I'm just keeping that away. And if you think the pieces become hard at all, take it off straight away and keep on twisting it. So that is, I'm only twisting it because I don't want it to catch on to the bottom there. So I'm going to put it up and try that. It's a little bit cooler. Okay, so we're going to put in this here, and this here, and then we're going to put in some raspberries. So we put in a bundle of them there. Now, at this stage, put in some sort of drink in it, okay? So we have this lovely sack from Highback Orchard, and it is absolutely beautiful. Or you can use a bit of sherry, or you can use a little bit of both, whichever you like to give the flavour. So it's totally up to yourselves there. Put in a little bit of this as well. Give us plenty of it. And then we're going to put in our second row. Whoa. We're going to put our second row there. And, oops, there you go. Okay. And then we're going to put in some more raspberries. And then another little bit of the sack. It's a lovely liqueur. They have a selection of them now there in quarter pots, along with gin and apple juice and anything else that you sort of want. So put in another few raspberries there. And then, can you see that there? You can see them through. Make sure you have the bits of the colour of the raspberry out there so it can actually be seen. So that's what you're kind of getting look like there at that stage. So now we're going to put the custard over it. So the custard has to seep down through it when you actually put it on. So here we are with the custard. And you see it's lovely and thick at this stage. So that's going to soak down through it all. And you see you do need white custard for this here. And then you're going to put that over and shove down a little bit. Make sure it's all covered with the custard. And you see how the custard is flowing down between it all there. You see, and then we have some raspberries in the very bottom there as well. So that's that. Now we took it to the next stage here. So this one. So this one we did earlier, and the custard has set on that. You see how the custard is lovely and thick right along there. And to finish it off, and the thing is that finishing off anything, it has to be really nice. So basically, we're going to get some spoons of it there. I'm not actually going to pipe it on. I'm just going to put on spoons of this here. That's some lovely fresh cream. And a lovely bit in the middle there as well. And if you want more cream with that, make sure that you do handle it out. Now I have some lemon balm. We're going to put on some lemon balm the whole way around there as well. And if you don't have lemon balm outside, you might have a bit of, you get it in the supermarkets anyway, they have everything for Christmas. But grow a bit of lilium in your garden. It is absolutely lovely to have, and it goes with lots of things, and it's great for decoration. Absolutely fantastic. Then we're going to come along with our raspberries there. So we're going to put on those there. Okay, so we're nearly round. And she didn't get two. Okay, and then I have bits of meringue that I actually put into the oven there, and we're going to put little bits of that around there. Around the side of it. There we go. And then just a little bit, we just sprinkle down there on the top. And finally then, we just need a little dusting of icing sugar, and we do that just in a few minutes because we have to do other bits as well. So that is my trifle there. Just, as I said, a little bit of dusting of icing sugar on it. And now I'm actually going to get the meringue from it. So the meringues are here. And the figs are here. And the cream. So yeah. So there we are, a beautiful trifle for Christmas, and the colourings in it and the taste will be absolutely fabulous as well, because the fact that you make your own Madeira sponge adds an awful lot to it. So we're back now, and we're just going to finish off these here. So we leave that sort of there with all our other bits and pieces. So here we are with our meringue. So we're going to put that there for the moment, and we're going to do them with chocolate sauce. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to put in some cream there in both of them. I just whip them up and leave them. I don't actually pulp them, just take out spoons of them, because I think they look a little bit more rugged and they look a little bit better sort of that way as well. And of course they are a very light dessert for Christmas, because the thing is, if you're eating very heavy desserts, you're totally, and then you have to get into the box of after eights or whatever else you're going to sort of eat with that, or the box of Cadbury's, whatever that's available every Christmas. So yeah, this is the lighter side. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, there are meringues. Okay, put that one there in the middle. We have a couple of figs there now, and then we have our lovely chocolate sauce. So we'll put a few figs of that. So we'll take a few figs around there. Okay, and we're just there now. And then we have our lovely chocolate sauce. Use kind of equal amounts of chocolate and cream, and that'll give you a delicious chocolate sauce. It doesn't have to be perfectly round, just sort of nonchalantly, is that the words that you might sort of use on that? Yes, so there you are. And finally then, we're just going to give them a little bit of icing sugar again there, to finish them off. So there you are. That's our wonderful chocolate meringues, our lovely trifle. And of course we've taken back some stuff, we've redone some of the stuff that we had earlier in the programme as well. I do hope you've enjoyed what we've done here. hopefully we'll be all back with Savour Kilkenny. That is the thing, in 2021. We look forward to meeting you all, coming back to us and seeing you in the flesh. Until then, have a very happy, holy and peaceful Christmas, and until I'm talking to you all again, enjoy.